my name's Renee and this is my creative dreams. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Let's get straight in with today's video. Today we are going to be setting up our Wonderland 222. It's an undated stacked planner, and this is going to be replacing my Hobonichi weeks, which I have been using as my health planner. There just wasn't enough room in my Hobonichi weeks to record all of the things I wanted to record. There wasn't enough room here on the daily section to record foods how I like to record them. So after a lot of back and forth and deliberating, I decided we would move into a Wonderland 222. So let's go right ahead and get this set up. It's most definitely not going to be perfect, and it'll just be what it will be, I suppose. So let's go straight ahead. I'm going to go in with the front cover and start by popping down these vinyl decals that I was lucky enough to get in the 2022 advent box from the Grumpy Tortoise, and I've just never gotten around to using them, and I thought the front of this planner is just perfect for that. So I think that's gone down okay, seems to have. So that's that, and then I'm thinking of just putting my Love Coffee just at the bottom here, because let's face it, I do drink what could be seen as way too much coffee. So for any of you that aren't aware, I started off 2024 calorie counting my health journey. I then decided that that wasn't going to work for me and joined Weight Watchers. I have been on Weight Watchers less than a month, and my current weight loss is at around £3, but I'm okay with that. So I'm going in with the tiniest of tabs for this, and I picked these up from Happy Bees UK. So I am starting this planner in March, obviously. I was going to wait until April, as I have kits, or a kit, to set up the April monthly, but I decided to go straight in and play around with it during March. That way I'm hoping I can get, because I've got an idea of how I want to use each section of this planner, but I'm also, because this is my first ever Wonderland 222, I'm unsure if that is how I'll use the planner. So we'll just have to wait and see. felt so strange there, putting the tabs down all the way to February, and ending on February just felt really strange. I feel like the whole thing doesn't want to zoom in now. I really need to work out a new button for that. Anyway, so I put the monthly mark down as that's where the trackers are. So my key page will be before photos, which I haven't taken yet. So for now, we're going to leave that blank. Now this yearly page is going to be my pain tracker, and it's going to pretty much mirror the pain tracker that we have in the Hobonichi weeks, just with probably different colours. And I think I'm going to miss out the wrist pain and the arm pain and put that as overall body pain. So let's see, where are we at with that? So I think we're going to write the months in for this, just with Pigma Micron. And I'll probably do it in the 0.5. So that will be our pain tracker, and I'll come in off camera, pop my pain tracker key in and fill out the beginning of March for that. So next will be our quarterly goals, and I'm not sure how I want to do this. So because obviously we've got 3 months, it's not going to be the yearly quarter for me because I'm starting in March, so my quarters are going to be March, April, May, and I didn't like that, so I'm leaving the quarterly section and starting it in April. So we're going to start in Q2 of 2024. So we'll be leaving that, but that will be monthly goals and meal plan most likely. So for the notes pages, as of yet, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these. It could become more pictures, it could become a vision board, mood board, motivation board, something along those lines. But I haven't decided, and like I said, I'm just playing around with it during March, so I'm not really using this until April. So I'm okay if nothing happens here until April. And then we go into our trackers. So how I think I'm going to use the trackers, if we flip to my Hobonichi weeks, and my trackers were in the notes section, and I wasn't doing great with them. So we had the mood tracker where I was tracking a lot of moods. I then had my sleep tracker, which I could never decide how I wanted it to look. We then had our Eating in 2024 tracker. Then we went on to our self-care tracker. So how I think I'm going to work this is my mood is going to be down the bottom, but it's not going to be as many moods as what it was. And then in this section here, I'll have my self-care. My sleep is going to go into my weekly. And the very bottom three here is where I'll track whether we ate out, had a takeaway, went out to eat, or ate a meal cooked at home. And that will only apply to our lunch. No, in fact, it'll apply to everything. So if I put down that I've eaten out, that might just mean I've eaten breakfast out, but I've cooked dinner at home, but I've still eaten out, I've still spent money that I didn't want to spend during 2024 on fast food or eating out. So that's how I will record that. Then we will move into our overview page, and the overview will be a breakdown of my monthly goal, maybe a picture of how I start the month. I will again work this out. I've got so many ideas for it that I just don't know exactly what I want to do right now. So the monthly is going to be my workouts and my aqua rings. So I'm just going to throw my March sticker in here from Rebel Ink Co, and this came from the 2022 advent again. Just pop it down the bottom here. Like I said, I haven't bought any kits or anything for March, and the kits I have bought, I believe I've popped them in the back here, for April, May and June I've bought so far. But if we look at these are Hobonichi cousin kits. Now, they should fit, I've been told. So we'll just wait and see in April. Let's see, why not? We'll do some sticker surgery if need be. So again, I'm going to go in here and write the days. So I'm going to start my week. So my Weight Watchers week starts on a Friday, but I don't really want to start my planner on a Friday, even though I could if I wanted to, with it being undated. But we'll just keep it traditional, and I'll start on Monday. So the monthly, like I said, I'll mark any special days, holidays, etc. But this will mainly be my workouts and my Apple Watch rings. And then we'll go into our weeklies. So the weeklies will consist of, just like in the weeks, my meals, my water intake. So meals, water intake. I don't need to put my habits on there because we've got the monthly trackers. So on the weekly, I have weekly medication trackers. Let's zoom you in a little there so you can see that. So we have weekly medication tracker from Happy Bees UK. I also have the weekly sleep tracker and the scales which I'll mark weigh day on. So that's how I'm going to be tracking my sleep and medication. I said at the minute my medication is just vitamins, so I only need the one sticker, but if I do need more stickers then I'll add them. And what I'm thinking is, because there isn't a sidebar for these weeks in the Wonderland 222, there's no sidebar, there is a bottom bar. I was planning on making maybe some notes at the bottom, but I could just place my trackers across the top. I could place them at the bottom. I haven't decided yet. That is, again, something we will work out. So that's that. I'm going to go off camera now, play around and set up for March, and then I will come back and do a little flip through. Okay, so I've been and filled some bits in, made a bit of a mess, played around with it a little. So this is how we're going so far. As I said earlier, I still haven't taken any photos. I've made a start on the pain tracker. I've added my key at the bottom here, and I've put in my pain for March so far. Haven't done anything with the quarterly section. I said we're not going to start that until April. Still haven't decided anything for these note pages. I did go in, I haven't filled it in yet, but I did go in and put some of the things. I really want some sort of graph at the bottom here, and I thought that was going to be mood, but I ended up writing my mood here. So we're going to see, we'll have a little look around, see how other people are using this section, watch some YouTube videos, and by the time I do the next video in this planner, I'll know what I'm going to do with this section here. So that's that, and then we jump straight into March, where I've set my goal here. Just work out how I want to use this planner, and I set up my monthly. These stickers are from Rebel Ink Co's Advent from 2022. We've got some stickers from Happy Cutie Studio here, and basically I've just put in any special days, like weekend away, the days that I've worked. These are my stickers, and then I just fill in my rings, steps, and any exercise that I did that day. And then we've gone straight into the weeklies now. My brain didn't kick in, and I started on the 4th. So I have gone and put the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd just at the back here, with just what I ate. So the top section I've decided I want to keep for anything that's happening that day, such as work, weigh day, appointments. I've put my sleep tracker and vitamins tracker along the bottom here, and then I've gone in and put my meals. And this is what I was saying when I said the weeks just didn't have enough space for me. I want to be able to write down. So for here, for example, I wrote down everything I added to make up my salad. But then because I've had that same salad later on in the day, I've been able to just write as above. And that's how I want this to work. It's not going to be a pretty planner. It's not. This is functional for me, for my health. I just want to have something wrote down on paper. I know you can track everything through apps, but I just wanted it on paper. And that's what we've done. The notes section is, I think, going to be a mixture of any recipes I come across that I like, if I want to add anything, if there's any real. So say my pain level, for whatever reason, is at 10. I can go in here and write why it's at 10, what have I done that day. So a little bit of journaling. I'm not going to go in and use it as daily pages because this is not the all-in-one. It doesn't have enough pages for me to do that every day. But there's enough pages that I can go in as and when I need to and do that. So now we've got the Wonderland 222 all set up, and we're going to play around in it during March to see how we want to use it for April before we go in with any kits or anything. As I've said, it's not going to be a pretty planner, but I am happy to share my weekly setup with you guys. I might just add it on maybe to the end of my Hobonichi cousin setups. We'll see how it goes. My Hobonichi weeks is now going to become a gratitude planner, I believe. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to go in and just write each day what I'm grateful for. I don't want the planner itself to go to waste. Well, thank you for sticking with us today in this video, and I hope you like what you saw. I hope if you've got the Wonderland 222, it's given you some ideas of how you might want to use it. And if you've got any ideas for me on how to use this more functionally as a health planner, any ideas of spreads that I could add or tweak, please do drop that in the comments. As always, please do drop a like. It does help the channel even more so when we're trying to build it into something. So drop a like, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Thanks everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. I love you all. Goodbye.